Welcome to NMSAVIN for Victim Advocates. First thing you'll want to do is enter in your web browser nmsavin.com. Accept the disclaimer. Next, you'll want to log in under your email account that you signed up to NMSAVIN with. Once you log in, you'll see several tabs: District Stats, User Management, Profile, and Victims. You also have at the top a home link. This link will take you to pretty much the outside of NMSAVIN as far as what others will see when they come to nmsavin.com. So just note, when you're logged in, the first place you'll go to is your dashboard, but you also have access back to the home section where you have case lookup. Here you can search cases, go to details, and sign up for them via the case lookup. I'm going to go back to the dashboard and cover the first tab, which is District Stats. Here you will see your most recent notifications. You'll see the recipient, the defendant on the case, the event status, case number. You'll see the way that the notification was sent, email, text, also the status of the notification on the far right. If I scroll down on all of my notifications at the very bottom, I should see a total. In this case, we see 75 records. In the lower portion of the screen, you'll come to the report section. Here you can come to notification report, search for different notifications depending on the date range you wish to search for. Here's the recipient of the notification, the event status, the case number, and the status of the notification, whether it was sent or pending delivery. You also have the date sent column. This is the date the notification was sent. There's a registrations report. I'm going to pick my specific date range I want to see registrations for. Under registration type, you have users. You also have cases. Here I asked for users that have registered within this specific time period, and I got the name. I also got what type of privileges they have when they log in. This one, when they log in, they come in as an advocate. This person, when they come in as a user. It also shows the date that they were signed up, and it shows what type of notification they signed up for. There is an export to Excel or PDF, and there's also a different registration type of cases. So you can see case registrations. Here you'll get, if they signed up anonymous, you'll get the type they signed up with, the date they signed up, and also the DA case number that they signed up to follow. Again, that's exportable to Excel or PDF. Next tab is User Management. Here you're going to find all your registered users within your district. You'll also see anonymous users who have signed up. This is helpful to find out who maybe has signed up, and this shows you their contact information. Down on the lower portion is the section where you'll be able to see and edit any specific person that you want to manage. So if this person said, I no longer want to receive phone notifications, I would select that account right here and then go to Edit, and here's where I could unselect phone. Then I would come down to the bottom and hit Submit. So I can add a new user here on the bottom portion as well. I would enter in their email address if they wanted to receive text or phone, or email. I would just select which ones and then fill in the corresponding information. For the phone number, you're always going to have to enter a 6-digit PIN code. For the text notifications, you're going to have to select which provider is associated to that text number. For the password, you're going to want to make sure it's 8 characters in length, 1 uppercase, 1 lowercase, 1 number, and a special character. So it's pretty complex. But if you forget what it needs, just scroll your mouse over this question mark and it'll populate the little hint for that particular field. I'm going to go to Profile next. Here I'll see my notifications as well as my specific profile. If I hit the back button here, I'm going to see my subscriptions at the bottom. And here's where I can edit my subscriptions. Let's say, for example, I no longer want to receive phone notifications on this specific case I signed up to receive notifications on. I just want email. So I'll select it, hit Edit, and I'll uncheck phone. Here's also the place where I could remove myself from this specific subscription. And hit Update. The last tab is Victims. Here you're going to see anyone who signed up within your district and identified themselves as a victim. You have on the right hand side where it says Case Victims a drop down. If you looked up in CMS and realized that this victim was not a victim on this particular case, you would just select Not a Victim and Submit. Now when you come back to the Victims tab, at the very bottom you'll see Approved Victims, and you'll also see a list of declined. These are people you verified and said they are not a victim. But if you did say they were not a victim and wanted to change them back to a victim, you could do that here. So I could come to my approved victims. If I approved a victim and I wanted to change them to not approved, I could do that and remove them that way. That concludes this video for victim advocates.